Hey everyone, so in today's vlog, we are going to talk about those moments where, like, why is it that some people just stay within our mind's eye, whether you dated this person or you were friends with this person? Like, why is it that some people just stick in our mind's eye and we think of them maybe randomly? Maybe you're doing something completely different and all of a sudden this person's image comes into your thought. Why is it that if it's someone you've dated, why is that person just trickling into your mind's eye here and there in life when you're over it? Like there's no entanglement, there's nothing there anymore, but they just kind of creep in your mind's eye. Why does that happen? So I'll tell you what. I just watched a TikTok which inspired this vlog by Greg Brady from Gaia. And what he was talking about, there was an experiment scientists did in 1997, and what they did was they took a photon, they split it in half, and photon is light. Some believe that God is a photon as well. So they took this photon, split it in half, and they projected one of the half of the one out into, I don't know how many, far away, okay? And then one was kept closer to them. And what they noticed as they were researching is whatever this one photon would do, the other, as far as it was from this one, would do the same thing. So they were still energetically connected to the point where they could feel the vibration of, if you visualize a string maybe, when one would do something, the other would respond to it. Like that's crazy. But is it? That is what that's what matter, energy, and vibration. They form a triangle. That's what that is. So when matter does something, energetically, the other one will wake up a little bit and then feel the vibration, and it's the vibration that makes this one respond to whatever this one's doing. Because whatever vibe you hold it's that same concept of whatever vibration you hold. Often we don't know what vibration we hold. It's held within our chakras. Whatever vibration you hold is how people on the outside world are going to react to you. So it's the same for photons, and you are a photon. Your first cell division, everything kind of started with a photon. Our chakras are photons. They're the ones that crystallize once they're kind of like nodes, like portals. That's how we manifest. And the reason a lot of people can't manifest is because the chakras are too intertwined. The body is holding on to too much emotion, low vibrational emotion. So anger, hate, fear, anxiety, all of that comes from the lower chakras blocks the upper chakras and the lower chakras. Actually, they all feed off of each other. It stops that Kundalini energy. It stops manifestation from coming through, because the chakras are nodes, and nodes are like portals of connection to the gateway of all the star, like the star systems, like Aries, a constellation. That's what they're called, right? Constellation. So anyways, that was a side note. Let's get back to the topic. So the reason people come into your mind's eye, pop into your mind's eye. When they pop into your mind's eye, it's a very different experience. So think about what I just said. This one photon, when it would do something, this other photon reacted with energy because of this one's vibration, right? So it's the same thing with people. Energetically, when other people are thinking of you, because once you have entered somebody's life, this is etheric connection. It's kind of like, you know, when they say we're all one, we are one with the star systems. We come from stardust. We were the stars at one time. We were just a photon of energy. We're a projection. All that talk basically is what that means. What that means is that we here are still connected to the ether, are still connected to the photons up there, to the light, to the different densities through our mind. Reality shifts don't happen anywhere outside of yourself until you create a reality shift in your mind's eye first. Thought creates it first. So that is why also when you swing a pendulum, when you take a pendulum, if you close your eyes and you tell this pendulum or stare at it to go round and round and you have no attachment to the outcome, that pendulum's going to go round and round. If you tell that pendulum to sway back and forth, that pendulum is going to listen to you and sway back and forth. Why? Because your mind is energy and it connects and then it vibrates based on the connection that you have here, and the pendulum will do what you tell it to do. Therefore, when you are thinking about the other person, or let's say you go to this certain coffee shop that you used to go to with a friend, you're going to think of that friend, right? You may acknowledge that you think of that friend when you walk through the door, or you may not. You may just subconsciously or unconsciously, it's deposited, but you're busy with other people, so you don't really recognize it and you don't bring it to consciousness. But then a little while later, you're sitting at home working and that friend pops in your mind's eye. The reason that happens is because they're like the pendulum now. At that moment when you walked into the coffee shop and you thought about the other friend, even if it was unconscious, not conscious, the other friend, like a pendulum, felt something. And they probably don't know what it was, but it is the wave vibration. It's the energy. They now are the vibration because that energy came out of you without you knowing perhaps, and it connected with them regardless of how far away they are from you. It connected with them, and all of a sudden your image might have popped up into their mind. So now their day goes on, and at that point, you know, when you listen to a lot of spiritualists online and they'll say that person, if you're feeling needy, if you're feeling however you're feeling, that person knows, this is why they know. So that person that you've now connected with, but let's say you weren't aware of it, is going to probably just think of you. And because you are in a coffee shop and they were probably reminded you of some fun times, they're probably going to think of you in that same vibration of, oh, I miss that person. I haven't spoken to that person in a long time. And that's where you may get a phone call from them, or you may get a text. That is how energy, matter, and vibration work. They're three different things: matter, energy, vibration. Those three work together beautifully when you have no attachment to the outcome. Also when you're thinking of other people. So let's say you're thinking of an ex and you're feeling desperate and needy and you want them back and you're just like in this lull. That other person, remember the pendulum, that other person is your pendulum. So when you're thinking negative thoughts, visualize this pendulum swinging to the left, okay? So if you're thinking sad thoughts and miss this person and feel needy, they are going to feel this pendulum-like energy swinging to the left. It's coming from your vibration, and they're going to know that because your image is going to pop up in their mind. So who wants needy? Who the hell wants sad and all that other chaos in their life? Not me. So then the other person may think holy shit, thank God I dodged that bullet. Ugh. And they'll continue doing their thing. They're not going to know that they're thinking of you because you're thinking of them. They may not know that. So the best way to do, even if you're going through a heartbreak, just give yourself love. When you give yourself love, that other person will feel the love that you're giving yourself, and they will connect with you more on a level of love and understanding than that yuck ego entanglement, because they will feel it. And anytime you think of that other person out of the blue just like that, know that they're thinking of you. Know that you are in their mind's eye and the vibration energetically has connected with you. and they are thinking of you. As long as it's not your ego, like these, when I say they are thinking of you, these thoughts come out of nowhere. Like you'll be writing, I'll be writing, okay? I'll be writing a vlog or doing work for my book, and all of a sudden I'll think of somebody, and I just love it because I'll just say, oh, I love you too. No matter who it is. It could be my son, it could be a friend of mine, it could be a friend of mine that I just talked to 20 minutes ago on the phone, and she may be thinking about our conversation still, but I always just send so much love back to them and just give grace for people that think about me. Love you guys.